Yo! Shout out to Cash Nasty though. But yo, what is good, ugly boy community? It's your boy, Holly Boy. Cat. That's not my name anymore. Run it back. What is good, ugly boy community? It's your boy, ugly boy Kels, coming at y'all back with another video. That's gonna get a little bit I'm gonna have to get used to saying that, but it's cool though. Listen, I'm finna do a little story time slash informative video. This story time is gonna be about I guess me losing my virginity, and also about I'm gonna be informing y'all about having sex. Yes. Now listen, I recorded this video once and my Twitch audio was muted, and also I kind of felt like I was being a little too professional, and that's not me. I'm gonna give y'all a real authentic story and a real authentic of what happened. I'm not gonna force it. Before I do the story time, if you have like some type of goal or vision or dream, first of all, I hope you can, like, you know what I'm saying, fight through any obstacles you're going through to make it. And also you're gonna have an obstacle course of where everything's gonna seem like it's going wrong, or you're gonna want to quit. And whenever you're feeling like that, bro, that's whenever you're like God, like whoever you believe in, that's whenever they want you to go 100 times harder, because that's like they giving you a test to see if like, is this what you like really want to do? And my God is, or my believer, or who I believe in, is Jesus Christ. But I'm not gonna force that onto you. I'll let you find out about him on your own. Listen though, like I said, this story time is about me informing y'all about sex, and also about how I first had my first sex experience. I'm gonna start off by saying having sex is not what you see on these adult sites, in these adult films, on Twitter, on Reddit. Like, that's like, it's gonna be completely opposite from that. For one, sex is like, it's an energy. It is like a mutual energy. You have to really like be like entwined with the other person to be able to have good sex. Or it's just gonna be another like countless body. I'm kind of well experienced in the sex like field now than what I was like whenever I didn't know about having sex. Like I said, it's gonna be informative at the same time, so I'm gonna inform y'all first. When you're having sex, make sure you're having sex with the right person. Make sure like that person, if you're not using protection, make sure that person is clean. Make sure they don't have any problems. Also, be aware of who you're having sex with, because you can be having sex with somebody with bad energy, and their energy can get transmuted into you, messing up your energy. So if you're a happy-go-lucky person, always positive, and you're around a depressed person who's always sad, their energy can get transmuted into you, and then now you're all sad, and because negative energy takes over positive energy. Like, you can't be positive and put a positive energy to somebody, but you can be negative and destroy their energy. Listen, I'm not so Illuminati. I'm not getting into all that spiritual stuff. It's time to get into this story time. Now listen, this happened when I was 16, 17 years old, 2020. The girl who ended up taking my virginity or whatever, I kind of already knew her, but like I haven't talked to her in a while. So like I dated her in 7th grade, dated her for like 2 to 3 months, and then I broke up with her on her birthday. That's the crazy part. I broke up with her on her birthday, or the day after her birthday, right before school started, because we was going to 2 different schools, and I was like, bro, I can't date nobody going to separate schools, because I don't know who you're talking to, who you're flirting with. She could be in the hallway, a boy grab a book bag, she like, stop all this, and he like, let me walk you to your class, or let me walk you to the bus, or come sit with me at lunch, or give me the notes. And it's like, I'm not there, because you know why I wouldn't trust her? Because I was at my school doing that same exact thing. So like I knew I couldn't, like I knew like I wasn't gonna be able to trust her, because I was doing it. So like I wouldn't put it past her to do it. So I was like, let's just break up, and you know what I'm saying, whenever I see you and the time is right, then we'll be together. Also, we was in 7th grade, bro. Like, it wasn't gonna last anyway. So I ended up rekindling with her like mid-COVID. This whenever like we was just starting to go back outside and you know what I'm saying, things starting to open up, but keep your 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? Put the mask on, wearing the gloves and all this. While we was wearing gloves, I don't know. That wasn't stopping nothing. Because we would put the gloves on, touch all the doors, and then grab our phones. Touch all the doors, and then get in our car and touch everything. Touch all the doors and stuff, and go home and touch the surfaces. And you know what I'm saying? Put your hand sanitizer on like, yeah, we clean, we all good. No, nigga, COVID would have still been in the air if you could pass COVID through touches, which we found out later you can't. But it's not no story time about COVID. So listen, I ended up rekindling with her. How I started back texting her, to this day, I don't remember. But I know we ended up starting back texting. And I haven't talked to her in, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was in 11th grade, so 5 years. I haven't talked to her in like 5 to 6 years. We ended up texting or whatever, or we ended up connecting. I don't know how. It could have been Snap. It could have been Instagram. I don't remember how. But I do remember me always telling my best friend, my girl best friend, like, yo, like, she looks so good now. Like, bro, I remember I used to talk to her. Like, I think I messed up. And my best friend, because my best friend liked me at the time, and she could say she didn't, but she did. She used to always be like, ew, no, not her. Ew, why you blah, blah, blah. But she used to say that about every girl I told her I liked, because she wanted me to herself, which is cool, though. Shout out to Broski. But listen, me and her ended up rekindling or whatever, and then went from us just texting, checking up on each other, how you doing, blah, 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 to me actually catching feelings. And I remember one night, I was outside in my backyard working out, grinding, because, you know what I'm saying, 11th grade season was coming up, and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to be a dog on varsity. I remember texting her like, what I text her? I'm like, I remember I was in my backyard and I texted her. I was like, so what we gonna do? And she was like, this is your world. I'm just living in it. Now at the time, was that corny? Yes. Did I think it was corny at the time? No, because it wasn't in my like head like, yo, that was corny. I was just like, yo, like, she on my body. Like, she want me. She on my body. That's how I was feeling at the time. But now that I sit and think about it, it's your world. I'm just living in it. Yeah, if she said that to me today, I will block her. Easy. But I ended up countering and saying something even cornier. I said, I have a one-way ticket in your world. It's up to you to let me stay. Nigga, what? So, yeah, we was having that corny little, like, seeing if we gonna date, and then she, like, is Hollywood Kels asking me out, or is Hollywood asking me out? Because at that time, that's whenever I was, like, that's when people, like, just started, like, calling me Hollywood. Like, I used to always go by Hollywood, but, like, nobody really never called me Hollywood. But that's when people, like, around that time, people were like, okay, this nigga is Hollywood. I'm not Hollywood no more. My name is Ugly Boy. I go by Ugly Boy. But at the time, that's when Hollywood was just now starting to get a little bit of traction. People started to notice, okay, he changed his name to Hollywood. Cool. She was like, is Hollywood asking me out, or is Hollywood asking me to be his girlfriend? And I was like, yes, I'm asking you to be my girlfriend, whatever. So we started dating and whatever. We were talking, getting to know each other for like a cool 2 to 3 months, 2 to 3 weeks or whatever. And then it got to the point where I was like, I want to see you. Like, when I'm in a relationship, if I can't see you, like, it's like, what's the point of a relationship? Like we not long distance. You live like 30 minutes away. Like, I want to see you. But I didn't have my license at the time. And the only way I was able to be able to see her is if my homeboy took me. Luckily, my homeboy was dating her best friend. So it was like, it was meant to happen. And I didn't date her because my homeboy was dating her best friend. It just so happened to happen like that. So, I remember hitting my homeboy. I'm like, yo, like, we should ask them, can we come over? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, because I used to spend so much time with my homeboy during COVID. It didn't make no sense. Like, his house was basically my second house. That's why whenever I make it, him and his mama, they're going to make it too. Like, I'm not, like, when I make it, bro, all my people going to make it. Like, I'm going to make sure all my people is doing something. You know? So when I make it, they're making it too. Shout out to them. Yeah. So I used to spend so much time with them like that. That was my second home. And my homeboy was like, yo, yeah, just come over. We'll figure all that out. So I remember texting her and I'm like, no, she texted me. Look, yeah, she texted me, which was the crazy part. It was like, it was kind of meant to happen. She texted me. She was like, oh, girl is over. You can ask your homeboy you can tell your homeboy y'all can come over if y'all want to. I'm like, yo, so it's about to happen. Now, before I left to go to my homeboy house, I went over some stuff with my brother. I'm like, yo, bro, I'm probably about to lose my virginity. Yo, coach me up a little bit. So what he told me was, he like, yo, just take your time. Don't rush. Ask her, do she like it? Ask her if she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Know what you working with. All that stuff. He was just telling me stuff like that. Telling me like, it's going to be hard finding the hole. All that stuff. He was coaching me up. I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, wear a condom. All this stuff. Now, I didn't listen to the wear a condom part. But my first time linking her, we didn't have sex. She blue balled me. Now I'm going to tell you how. We got over there. It was like around 11 o'clock in the day. We got over there. We ended up meeting in her room, whatever. We was having a little chill time. Everybody chilling. Everybody relaxing. Everybody maxing. We were chilling or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just having like casual like friend conversation or whatever. Laughing and stuff. Like, yo, you remember that time? All this. Because I knew her homegirl, but I knew her off of one of my exes or whatever. But like, we never like seen each other in person. So we like, you remember the time? All this stuff, having no type of conversations. Or me and my homeboy will be looking at each other like making eye contact, doing something funny. That was the type of conversations we was having or whatever. So then the hormones start kicking in. So now it's like, yo, like, I see them kissing on each other, rubbing on each other. I'm looking at my girl. I'm like, yo, because they been in a relationship. My homeboy and his girl, they been having sex. They been. So like, this was nothing to them. But to us, it was our first time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, she wasn't a virgin, but I was. And it was like, it was my, I used to, like, listen, I wasn't like a rookie, but like, I never got in the game before. Like, I done been in relationships where I've been like kissing, where I've been fingering, where I got head and stuff. But like, I never like actually had sex. So I wasn't a rookie. I just never have gotten playing time yet. So now it was time for me to get some playing time. Well, at least I thought. I didn't get playing time in this game. I remember she was like, yo, she's like, they can stay in here since they already doing their thing, and we can go in my little sister room. She's not here for the weekend. I wasn't arguing because this is not my house, but I'm gonna tell you like, wow. So like, y'all me, I started like pointing out all the exit places. I'm like, okay, cool. If her mom, because her mom didn't know we was there, we had to park down the road to make sure like we, you know what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, it's an exit right there. Okay, the garage is this way. Okay, you know what I'm saying. I'm letting my homeboy know, yo, jump out her window if like, you know what I'm saying, if need be. We ended up going to her sister room. She was like, we ended up going to her sister room, and she started playing music. She had on a black crop top, some black tights, and a pound of makeup. Now, did she need all that makeup? No, because she's very pretty naturally. But she had on a pound of makeup. I was like, okay, cool. So like, in my head, I'm like, yo, it's about to happen. I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to him down there. I'm like, yo, bro, it's about to happen. Don't let me down, please. I had the condoms in my pocket. I'm like, yo, don't let me down. She ended up getting on top of me, whatever. She came back in the room. She ended up getting on top of me, whatever, turning music up. I'm like, okay, it's about to happen. She was kissing me and stuff, kissing all on my neck. I'm doing the same. I'm grabbing on her and stuff. I started touching down there on her, and she said, no, I said, take these off. And she said, mm-mm. I said, mm-mm. I said, what you mean? She said, no, not right now. I don't want to come off as a hoe. But we going through all this. What's the difference between us having sex now or us having sex in 2 days, like 3 days? I'm like, bro, it's the same thing. Like, we in a relationship. I'm not gonna look at you as a hoe. Like, that then to think about it. But now that I think about it, I'm gonna tell y'all why she probably didn't want to have sex because that same day or the day before, her and her homegirl invited 2 other niggas over, and me and my homeboy found out because the niggas found out we was over there, or him and his girl got in an argument, and she ended up telling. It was something like that, and we found out, and it was like, dang, I was like, dang, that's why. But my homeboy still had sex, so I'm like, to his girl, I'm like, yeah, you nasty, yeah, you not thorough. But to me, I was like, it's making sense. But I didn't know that at the time. We didn't find that out until like 2 to 3 weeks later after the whole situation. So, yeah, so she was like, yeah, I don't want to do this on my first time. I'm going to seem like a hoe, all this. I'm like, okay, cool. But I had blue balls. I'm like, yo, and I never felt blue balls before. I'm like, yo, I got blue balls. She like, just go watch some porn or whatever. I'm like, what? That's what I have you for. She's like, just go watch porn or whatever. I don't want to do it on my first time. Cool, I respect it. I'm like, okay, cool. It's not going to happen this day. However, she ended up texting me the next day saying, so that day was Thursday. She ended up texting me the next day saying, okay, I think I'm ready now, blah, blah, y'all can come back over. But this time y'all come over at nighttime. Now, we didn't go over that same day. We went over the next day, which was Saturday. We went over Saturday night. I had to go back home to my house, get some new clothes or whatever. I said, pack my bag because I was going to be staying with my homeboy for a little minute. So I packed my bag or whatever, got dropped off to my homeboy. No. My dad used to, even though I didn't have a license, my dad used to let me drive my car to my homeboy house. But like, he was like, drive the car there, park it, and don't drive it again. So I drove my car to my homeboy house, parked it, whatever. We planned what we was going to do. It was like, okay, we're gonna go get some food, whatever. We're going to go to this little AAU tournament. No, we're going to get some food, go to this AAU tournament, and then we'll go to their house. Shout out to my boy, bro. I miss my nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? We don't really talk as much, but I miss my nigga. Shout out to him. When I make it, bro, like I said, bro, you making it with me. Yeah, bro, we used to go to AAU, we went to the little AAU game, or the little basketball tournament. We met a celebrity there, Sedemian Thornwell. Met that nigga there. Then we went to go get some food or whatever, and then we went to their house later on that night. We used to always do something mysterious, like with me and my homeboy. Like, you never knew what we was gonna do in the day, and we did all of it sober. Like, we never smoked any weed. Now, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be blowing a little bit, but niggas be drinking a little bit from here and there because niggas older now. But during that time, we never smoked, we never drank, we never did nothing. It was off of pure energy of us being kids and having fun. So yeah, you never knew what we was gonna do. So like, yeah, so like time went by and we went to their house. We went to her house. She was like parked down the road, whatever. It's nighttime. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm gonna sneak y'all through the driveway, all this stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. We sneak in through the garage or whatever. She got a dog. The dog start barking. I'm like, yo, I'm back up. Listen, bro. It's like this how I should have realized like she been here before of how she was like operating everything. She like, she point to my homeboy and his girl, boom, going in her room. I'm like, no, we gotta go in the sister room again. She point to me. She said, I'll be in there in a minute. She put her dog up or whatever. She go talk to her grandma. She go, you know what I'm saying, put her grandma in bed or whatever. Boom. And she come back in the room. She come in the room, she got the lights off, whatever, music playing, and she said, let's play a game. No, we was on our phone for a minute. We was on our phone, you know what I'm saying, on TikTok or whatever, going to scroll stuff. She looking at stuff, she laughing, doing all this stuff, laughing and stuff, getting comfortable. And then she turned the phone, I turned the phone off, I grab her or whatever. She turned the phone off, whatever. She said, let's play a game. I said, what type of game? She's like, we gonna ask each other questions, and if you get it wrong, you gotta take a piece of clothing off. I'm like, dang, this kind of like some basketball and strip, like on some little bit basketball type John. I'm like, cool, listen. At this point, I'm ready to have sex. At least I thought I was. So I'm like, it's the perfect time. I'm like, it's about to happen. So she started asking me questions like, her first question was, "What's my favorite color?" I'm like, "Pink." That's my safe response to a girl that actually what's their favorite color, because what else other color is there a girl like besides pink, purple, and like baby blue? But it was some type of blue that like I'm like, bro, I would have never guessed that, bro. But she's like, I told you before, I was seeing you paying attention, blah blah blah. Listen, you know those first little puppy stage days, I'm not paying attention to none of them conversations. I'm trying to get into the good stuff. So I asked her a question, what's my favorite color? If you don't know my favorite color, it's like, bro, you don't pay attention to me, because I wear my favorite color every single day, every time I step out. You know what I'm saying? Everything about me is my favorite color. I got it on right now. My favorite color is black. Listen, my whole closet is black clothing. I gotta switch it up a little bit, but it's like, bro, that's just my favorite color. Like, you can't go wrong with black. She guessed it. She don't gotta remove no clothing. I did end up asking her. No, she ended up asking me who's her favorite rapper or whatever. And I was like, Megan Thee Stallion, because she used to listen to a lot of Megan Thee Stallion. However, her favorite rapper wasn't Megan Thee Stallion. It was PG Raw, I think. If y'all know who that is, shout out to him. It was PG Raw. I'm like, dang. So I gotta remove that piece of clothing. Now now the only thing I have on is boxers and glasses. It went for like 5 more minutes, a bunch of asking questions, and she was getting all hers right, and I was getting all mine right. She was getting it right, I was getting mine right. She was getting it right, I was getting mine right. She was getting, but I think she was like getting impatient because she said, "You're taking too long." And she took off all her clothes. I'm like, yo, it's happening. But I didn't have enough time to think, like, grab the condom. So my heart pounded. I'm like, yo, what's about to happen? My heart pounding. She said, yeah, my heart pounding. So she like, yeah, take these off. She took my drawers off me. I never took my drawers off. She took my drawers off me. She took them off. I'm like, yo, but listen, I was hard, nigga, so I wasn't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Nigga was rock. So she like, yeah, take these off. And she got on top of me. And like, I didn't know what the hole was, so she grabbed my yummy and she put it inside her. And I remember feeling this warm feeling, but like time started going slow. And like all the thoughts was going back in my head when my brother said, make sure she okay. Make sure she this. Make sure that. Make sure you're doing this. But after I went through all the thoughts and like 15 seconds went by, get off me. Because I nutted. And I was like, wait, that's it? And she just ended up giving me head for like 20 minutes. But now as I like think about, I'm gonna get to that. So I'm like, that's it. I'm like, dang, like sex is kind of overrated. Like all this. I'm like, but she didn't want to do a round 2. I'm like, but it was only 15 seconds. I'm like, was it not good? Am I small? Like I started getting insecure. But then she was giving me a head and she was choking and stuff. So I'm like, okay, I don't think I'm small, but like, you know what I mean? I was just like getting real insecure. So I ended up leaving or whatever. And then and then she was like, I knew I didn't do a bad job. And it probably was longer than 15 seconds. I knew I didn't do a bad job because she said that she missed my DICK. Like she missed it. And she wanted more of it. So I'm like, okay, I didn't do a bad job. However, it went to like a couple of weeks or a couple of months. I say like a month went by. And that was like when school started to come back. And we really didn't see each other like that. Because like I was focused on school and stuff or whatever. And I didn't have my license yet. I didn't get my license until like a month into school. And she ended up cheating on me. I think I dropped the story time. Yeah, I did drop the story time of how she cheated on me. She ended up cheating on me. She cheated on me. We broke up. But we ended up getting back together. And I got to have my round 2 of having sex with her. And it was one of the greatest times ever. I was a little bit more experienced. I knew what I was doing. It was great. We made like a 45-minute sex tape. I was proud of myself because a homegirl came knocking on the door saying, I can hear y'all all the way from in the garage, all this, which is cool or whatever. But I'm gonna get into that story time on another day about the second time me and her had sex. But I said that to say, bro, having sex is what you make it. It's not what you see online. It's not what you see on Reddit. It's not what people tell you. It's what you make it. You have to make it fun. You have to really love that person or really care about that person to have great sex. Or else it's just going to be pointless sex and it's just going to be like, okay, after I nut, I want to leave. Because once I really cared for her, like we was taking showers and stuff together. We was doing everything together. And like once I cared about her, like when we was having sex, like I was like taking it slow. Like I wanted to like caress every part of her body. Like, and this might be PG-13, but every time me and her had sex, she came multiple times. That might be a little PG-13, but you know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. But listen though, it's what you make it, and you know what I'm saying, as long as you and that person care about each other and y'all are being safe and you are, you know what I'm saying, clean, then I feel like there's nothing wrong with having sex. Sex is a beautiful thing. But if you're young, I would say wait until you're married or at least old enough to come with the responsibilities or or old enough to take the responsibilities that come with having sex. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to my plug channel, the link below. You know what I'm saying? We banned on Twitch right now, but you know what I'm saying, hopefully they unban me by you know what I'm saying, by tomorrow. So by the time you see this video, I'm probably still banned on Twitch. But yeah, I see y'all boys in the next video, and I see y'all boys in the next live stream. Y'all, peace.